The year is 2025. Does it feel like a relentless storm? The world seems to spin faster, with a flood of information and breaking news demanding our attention. Our phones buzz incessantly, pulling our focus. It's a constant digital bombardment, leaving us feeling overwhelmed. Many feel more disconnected than ever. The chaos seeps inward, creating a turbulent environment within. Can we find stillness in this storm? We yearn for a philosophy to help us stand firm. An ancient mindset holds the key to mastering the chaos and finding peace. Imagine an anchor in this raging sea, a source of unshakable strength. What if this anchor was a philosophy that is over 2,000 years old? This is the promise of Stoicism. It is a wisdom that speaks directly to the heart of our modern struggles. The Stoics developed a practical system for cultivating resilience and inner tranquility. Their diverse experiences prove that Stoicism is a philosophy for everyone. It is about understanding the difference between what we can control and what we cannot. Stoicism is the art of focusing our energy on our inner domain. This ancient path offers a way to engage with the world more effectively. It provides the tools to face difficulties with courage and grace. It shows us how to remain focused in a world designed to distract us. Your mind is the ultimate frontier, a fortress where you have sovereignty. When the world lays siege with its demands and chaos, you have the power to secure your inner peace. Build a strong inner structure to face the world from strength, not fear. It begins with awareness. When you feel anger or frustration, pause and examine its source. Is this something I can control? This is the source of true, unshakable inner peace, a peace from within. Turn the chaos of the world into a catalyst for your own success. Your greatest weapon is already within you, waiting to be forged. Why turn to ancient thinkers in our hyper-advanced world? Despite our progress, the fundamental human condition remains unchanged. We still grapple with fear, desire, loss, and the search for meaning. Ancient wisdom, particularly Stoicism, is more necessary than ever. The Stoics were men of action, deeply embedded in the chaos of their times. Their wisdom was forged in real-world adversity, making their philosophy incredibly practical. It is a concrete guide for living a better life, developing mental toughness and unwavering moral character. Think of their writings as letters from the past, written directly to you. Stoicism pulls us back inward, to the only domain where we have true and lasting power. It equips you to pursue your goals with greater focus, clarity, and resilience. It is a toolkit for navigating modern life with inner peace and unshakable integrity. At the heart of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are our beliefs, judgments, attitudes, choices, and actions. External factors like the weather, the economy, and other people's opinions are not completely within our power. Obsessing over what we cannot control is the primary source of our suffering. Redirect your energy inward to the things you can control. This principle is the ultimate empowerment tool. Your true power lies in controlling yourself. The next Stoic principle teaches you how to manage what you can control through your perception. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." It is not external events that cause distress, but our interpretation of them. The event is the same. The perception creates the reality. We are the architects of our emotional lives. The Stoics encouraged objective observation, seeing things as they are. It is about reclaiming control over your narrative, choosing the lens through which you view the world. Mastering your perception is a superpower. It is the art of reframing. By changing your inner lens, you change your experience of the world. What does it mean to live in accordance with nature? For the Stoics, this was the ultimate goal. Nature had two interconnected meanings: the cosmos and our own human nature. Human nature's defining characteristic? Our capacity for reason. To live in accordance with nature is to live a life guided by reason, virtue, and social duty. What is the wise, the courageous, the just, the temperate thing to do right now? We are fundamentally social creatures, not meant to live in isolation. It extends outward to our family, our friends, our community, our country, and all of humanity. It is a state of flourishing that comes from being the best version of ourselves. Imagine being the emperor of the entire Roman Empire, like Marcus Aurelius. He commanded legions, managed vast territories, and led through plague and war. Amidst chaos, he cultivated inner calm. His secret? A personal journal, meditations, raw counsel, reminding himself how to live. He applied Stoic principles to life's overwhelming reality. Aurelius knew his leadership depended on his thoughts. His task? To control his mind, discarding the trivial, focusing on what was essential. Like him, our challenge is internal. Tranquility comes from a disciplined mind finding quiet within ourselves. Marcus Aurelius used the metaphor of the inner citadel, a fortified city within the mind. In today's noisy world, this concept is critical. We're bombarded by digital and emotional noise assaulting our inner peace. Building this citadel requires effort. Recognizing external noise is often beyond our control. Control what enters your citadel. Ignore the non-essential to focus on what matters. This selective ignorance is a superpower. Resist distractions, curate your information, and schedule deep work. Reinforce your inner walls. Reclaim your focus. The result is calm and control. Engage the world on your terms, from a position of strength. Let the noise continue, but keep your mind barred. Inside, remain undisturbed, focused, and free. And in a world saturated with distractions, the ability to direct your attention is a valuable skill. Marcus Aurelius advised, do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Bring your full attention to the task. Eliminate mental clutter. Focus is the antidote to multitasking. The Stoic approach is monotasking. Focus on one thing at a time. This is how you achieve a state of flow. Constantly bring your awareness back to the present moment. Each time you do this, you strengthen your attention. This art of attention is your competitive edge. Cultivate the ability to go deep. Choose to live a life of depth and purpose. How we start our day sets the tone for everything that follows. Marcus Aurelius knew this and began each morning not by checking messages from his generals, but by preparing his mind for the day ahead. He famously wrote a passage that serves as a perfect morning meditation for our own chaotic times. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. Now this might sound pessimistic, but honestly it's actually a brilliant psychological strategy. It's not an expression of cynicism, but an act of mental preparation and preemptive acceptance of reality. By anticipating the potential challenges of the day, the difficult colleague, the frustrating setback, the annoying inconvenience, he was, in a way, inoculating himself against them. He was rehearsing his Stoic principles before he even stepped into the arena of daily life. He was reminding himself that the actions of others are not within his control, but his response to them is. This mental rehearsal prevents the shock and emotional reaction that comes from unmet expectations. When the inevitable frustrations occurred, he was not caught off guard. He had already prepared his mind to respond with patience, reason, and understanding, rather than with anger or despair. We can adapt this practice for our own mornings in 2025. Before picking up your phone, just take 5 minutes to sit quietly and prepare your mind. First, contemplate the day ahead and the potential for distraction and frustration. Acknowledge that you'll likely face emails that annoy you, news that worries you, or people who test your patience. Accept this as a part of life. Then, remind yourself of your Stoic toolkit. Remind yourself that you can choose your perception. Remind yourself to focus only on what is within your control, your own actions, your own judgments, your own character. This sets your intention for the day to be proactive, not reactive. This simple morning ritual transforms your relationship with daily chaos. Instead of being a victim of circumstance, you become a calm and prepared participant. You're no longer ambushed by negativity, you greet it as an expected sparring partner, an opportunity to practice your virtue. This practice builds a buffer between you and the world, allowing you to move through your day with a greater sense of purpose and equanimity. It's a small investment of time in the morning that pays huge dividends in peace and focus throughout the entire day. It's how you begin to win the day before it has even truly begun. We shift our focus now from an emperor to a slave, Epictetus. Born into slavery, he endured hardship and a lack of external freedom. Yet from this position, Epictetus became a powerful voice on true freedom. His experience gave him a unique perspective on what truly matters. His master could break his leg, but not his will. He discovered the freedom of his own mind and choices. True slavery was mental, ruled by fear and anxiety. His philosophy is a strategy for survival in the face of adversity. Our power lies not in changing circumstances, but in mastering our response to them. True freedom is an internal state. Epictetus articulates the dichotomy of control. Identify what you control versus what you don't. Failing to make this distinction is the source of emotional turmoil. If you identify what is yours and what is not, you will never be compelled against your will. This harm is not physical or financial, it is harm to our inner self. They cannot force you to be angry, fearful, or resentful. That choice is always yours. This is the unbreakable freedom to maintain inner peace regardless of external events. Epictetus invites us to break these chains. This is the ultimate form of empowerment. Building on the dichotomy of control, Epictetus introduces the art of assent. We are constantly bombarded by impressions. Epictetus urges us to become a strict gatekeeper of our minds. Treat every impression as a visitor. Before letting it in, challenge it. Is this thing within my control or not? If not, refuse it entry. Do not allow it to disturb the peace of our inner citadel. This pause is where our freedom lies. You become the curator of your own mind. Build an immune system for your mind. The final piece of Epictetus's wisdom is to embrace what you cannot change. This is amor fati, a love of one's fate. Epictetus said, "Wish for things to happen the way they do happen, and your life will go well." This applies to things outside your control. The Stoic approach is to accept the outcome completely. From this place of acceptance, you can then act. This mindset transforms every event into a potential opportunity and is the essence of resilience. By embracing what you cannot change, you find the freedom to change what you can yourself. Seneca the Younger, a wealthy statesman and advisor to Nero, lived a life marked by both privilege and profound adversity. He endured illness, exile, and ultimately a forced suicide, making his advice on resilience deeply authentic. Seneca saw hardship as essential, not something to avoid. He believed challenges reveal our true strength. In a world obsessed with comfort, Seneca reminds us, resilience is forged through adversity, not ease. Don't wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to endure a difficult one. Hardship, for Seneca, is the fire that tempers our character and builds unshakable resilience. Seneca mastered the art of turning obstacles into opportunities. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every setback is raw material for growth. The challenge isn't a detour, it's the path. A budget cut, an opportunity for creativity, harsh criticism, a lesson in humility. This mindset transforms you from a victim of circumstance to an agent of your own progress. In a chaotic world, every obstacle becomes a chance to strengthen your character. The obstacle is not the end, it's the beginning of your next step forward. Seneca's imagining and practicing misfortune prepares us for life's uncertainties. By confronting fears in your mind and living simply for a time, you discover your true resilience. This practice is a psychological vaccine against fear, freeing you to take risks and pursue what matters. Once you've faced your worst fears, the world's threats lose their power. You become bolder, more courageous, and less attached to comfort. True resilience is knowing you can endure, no matter what the future brings. Stoic wisdom is meant to be lived, not just studied. The view from above zooms out your perspective, shrinking daily worries and connecting you to humanity. The evening review, asking what you did right, wrong, and could improve, turns each day into a lesson. These simple practices build mental strength and empathy. They remind you that your struggles are shared and fleeting. Daily reflection ensures you grow wiser and more resilient, ready for tomorrow's challenges. Philosophy becomes a lived force, not just an idea. Journaling, as Marcus Aurelius did, is a powerful Stoic tool for clarity and self-mastery. Writing externalizes your thoughts, helping you examine and challenge them objectively. Use your journal to practice Stoic exercises, analyze anxieties, reframe setbacks, and prepare for challenges. The act of writing slows your mind, clarifies emotions, and reveals hidden assumptions. You don't need a fancy notebook, just a daily commitment to honest reflection. Consistent journaling becomes your training ground for resilience and wisdom. Each page is a step toward inner peace and strength. Stoicism's beauty lies in its timeless adaptability. Its principles translate seamlessly into our modern world. The wisdom that helped Marcus Aurelius lead an empire can help a young professional navigate the corporate ladder. A modern Stoic would apply the dichotomy of control to their digital life. They would focus on what they can control, their usage habits. The modern Stoic applies Seneca's principle that the obstacle is the way. This shifts the source of satisfaction from external validation to internal character. Practicing Stoicism in 2025 is about building a personal philosophy that guides your daily choices. It provides a robust internal compass. We have journeyed through the wisdom of emperors, slaves, and statesmen. We have explored the timeless teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. We have seen how their ancient philosophy, forged in an era of chaos, provides a powerful and practical toolkit for navigating the unique challenges of 2025. The central message that echoes through the centuries is both simple and profound. Your mind is your fortress. In a world filled with unpredictable events, constant distractions, and overwhelming pressures, the single most important asset you can cultivate is a resilient, disciplined, and tranquil inner world. This is the ultimate source of your strength, your peace, and your freedom. The principles we have discussed, understanding what you control, mastering your perceptions, and turning obstacles into opportunities, are the foundational bricks of this inner citadel. Each principle is a tool for construction, a method for reinforcing your mental defenses against the siege of modern life. The chaos is not going to disappear. The news will continue to be alarming, the demands on your attention will only grow, and uncertainty will remain a constant feature of our world. The Stoic path does not promise an escape from this reality. Instead, it offers something far more valuable: the power to stand firm and unshaken in the midst of it all. This is not a philosophy of passive resignation. It is a philosophy of proactive engagement. It is about channeling your energy away from futile worry and directing it toward virtuous action. It equips you to face your professional ambitions with greater focus, to handle personal relationships with more patience and empathy, and to meet adversity with courage and grace. The fortress of your mind is not a place to hide from the world, but a command center from which you engage with the world on your own terms. You become the master of your responses, the architect of your own character, and the sovereign of your inner kingdom. Ultimately, the choice to build this fortress is yours alone. It is a daily commitment, a continuous practice of awareness and intention. It is the conscious decision to prioritize your inner state above all external circumstances. By embracing the wisdom of the Stoics, you are not adopting an old, outdated ideology. You are claiming a timeless birthright of human potential, the ability to cultivate an unconquerable mind. This is the key to not just surviving the chaos of 2025, but to achieving a life of profound purpose, meaningful success, and unshakable inner peace. Understanding these powerful ideas is the first step, but the true transformation begins with practice. Stoicism is not an intellectual curiosity to be admired from a distance. It is a way of life that demands daily application. The path forward from this moment is not about memorizing quotes, but about integrating these principles into your every action. It is about making the conscious choice again and again to respond to life with reason, courage, and virtue. This is how ancient wisdom becomes your personal strength. This is how you begin to build the resilience that will serve you for a lifetime, far beyond the challenges of 2025. We invite you to begin this practice today. Start with one small, manageable exercise. Perhaps you will adopt Seneca's evening review, taking 5 minutes before sleep to reflect on your day with honesty and objectivity. Or maybe you will follow Marcus Aurelius's example and begin your morning by mentally preparing for potential frustrations, setting your intention to meet them with calm. You could start a journal, a private space to untangle your thoughts and challenge your initial impressions. The specific practice matters less than the commitment to begin. Each small act of discipline is a stone laid in the foundation of your inner fortress. As you embark on this journey, be patient with yourself. You are unlearning years of conditioned reactivity and building new mental habits. There will be days when you forget your principles, when you are swept away by emotion, when you let external events disturb your peace. This is not failure, it is part of the training. The Stoic path is a lifelong pursuit, not a destination. As Seneca reminded us, we are all patients in a hospital, helping one another to heal. The goal is progress, not perfection. Every time you catch yourself and return to your principles, you strengthen your resolve and deepen your practice. This is your call to action. Do not let this moment of inspiration fade into the noise of your day. Seize it. Choose one principle that resonated with you most deeply. Was it Epictetus's powerful distinction between what you can and cannot control? Or was it Seneca's transformative idea that the obstacle is the way? Make a conscious decision to apply that single principle as you go about the rest of your day. This is how the journey of 1,000 miles begins, with a single intentional step. The path to a stronger, more peaceful mind is now open before you. You have the tools, you have the wisdom. The question now is, are you ready to master your mind in 2025? If the answer is yes, then your journey with us is just beginning. At Genius Achievers, we believe that success is not just about external accomplishments. It is about cultivating the inner strength and clarity required to achieve those goals with integrity and peace. This is the Genius Achiever's way, blending ancient wisdom with modern psychology to help you build an unconquerable mindset. We are committed to providing you with the strategies you need to thrive in a chaotic world. To continue building your mental fortress, we invite you to become part of our community. Hit the like button below if you are ready to embrace Stoicism and make 2025 your year of inner mastery. More importantly, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Every week we release new videos just like this one, packed with Stoic strategies, powerful mindset tools, and success psychology designed to sharpen your mind and strengthen your character. By subscribing, you are making a commitment to your own personal growth and ensuring you never miss a tool that could change your life. We want to hear from you because this is a conversation. In the comments below, tell us which Stoic principle speaks to you the most. Is it the power of controlling your mind, or the freedom of letting go of what you can't control? Share your thoughts and read what other aspiring Stoics in our community are saying. Engaging with these ideas is a crucial part of integrating them into your life. Your journey is unique, but you are not on it alone. Let's learn and grow together as a community of modern achievers dedicated to wisdom and strength. Remember this final thought as you move forward: your mind is your fortress. Build it wisely. The world will continue to present you with challenges, but with a disciplined mind, every challenge becomes an opportunity. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Stoic wisdom. Subscribe now, join the conversation, and let's continue to build our fortresses together. The path to mastering your mind and finding your peace is not a secret, it is a choice. Make that choice today.